time to go viral. I'm a side.
A lot of takes about his video about him saying rap and him trying to do hip hop. Now, Munchie B had a lot of the same takes that I had, saying that if you racist and you don't like blacks, you're not allowed in rap. If you NK, don't try to rap. I don't care about how long ago the video was. I don't care if you want to say you sorry now. Nah, bro, you got one and done with me. Once I find out you don't like blacks, your past in hip hop is over with. Munchie B basically said the same thing. He basically was saying Hispanics need the black cosign to be good in hip hop. And he got a lot of backlash on that, right? So I seen him go on Haters World podcast, and I said, damn, they just set him up. He fell for the okie doke. Now, why he went on Haters World, I don't know. I don't understand. Why any blacks at all continue to go on the Haters World podcast, I don't know. For the life of me, I cannot understand. They've already showed their hands. If you ask me, they don't fuck with blacks, but they use blacks. They clout chase off blacks. Mind you, the Razak don't even rock with Haters World. He's not even good in his own community. Go read his comments. The Razak does not fuck with Haters World like that. They say he PC. They say he a dropout. They say he a reject. He a goofy. All that. Remember, he had the clip when he had the Black Southsider come on and say that blacks hold Hispanics back in hip hop. I immediately spoke up on it. Was one of the only black creators on the West Coast that spoke up on it. And yet blacks keep going on his show. So he used this moment to make Munchie B look like a fool. Now, if you think Haters World wasn't sitting back watching Munchie B say what he said on No Jumper about Hispanics needing a black cosign, and if you think for 1 second he didn't cook up this moment to make Munchie B look like a fool, then you're a fool. Now, I'm going to go show y'all the clip, right? Let me screen share this real quick, excuse me. Top of the top to everybody, too. Hit the like button.
Doing your thing, homie, and I want to let you know, we don't need no, and no disrespect, but I'm going to talk in reality of real life.
Do your thing.
I sold over 9 million records, all Chicano. I don't need no black stamp from shit. You want to talk about music videos?
So, boom. Haters World brings Munchie B on with no knowledge of having this Chicano rapper call in. And he calls in just to let Munchie B know, hey, I don't need a black cosign for shit. I could do rap and I don't need no black cosign. So as you can see, Munchie B is blindsided. He like, hold on, bro. What's your name? Who are you? I don't even know what's going on right now. Dude immediately get on and jump down Munchie B's throat. Pause. Jump down his neck. Get on his helmet. So like I said, Haters World specifically set this up. Hit him with the okie doke. Backdoored him.
Hold on. What's your name, brother?
I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. I'm the god of this Chicano rap.
Okay, talk your shit.
I started this shit, sold the most.
Talk
That's
your
just
shit.
the real shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's the real shit.
Talk your...
We go live right now. I got the Phantom right here. I got the brand new Cyber Beast right here. I do, and I ain't released the album in 10 years.
Hey, hold on. Say your name again, because you know they gonna react. No, hold on. They gonna react to this.
Your girl knows who I am. You might not have my number, but she does.
No, she don't. No.
Now look, immediately he get disrespectful. Munchie B trying to keep it respectful. He's saying, damn, what's your name, bro? Let the world know your name, because they're gonna react to this. Dude talking about, yeah, you don't know who I am, but your girl know who I am. Nigga, what type of shit is that? What you mean my girl know who you are? So automatically, dude come at him with straight disrespect off the dribble. Like I keep telling y'all, they don't fuck with blacks, bro. It may be different where you from, man, on the West Coast, LA County, they don't fuck with blacks, bro. It ain't no black and brown in the media like they trying to pretend. You could clearly see what's going on. And Haters World set all this up, by the way.
No, she don't.
I'm that homeboy that your homegirls love. I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. The king of Chicano rap. It's the bottom line.
You the king?
I put out Kid Frost, Lotta Shade of Brown, Little Rob, all of it. MC Magic's on my tour. It is what it is.
Okay, talk your shit. Don't swallow your spit.
MC Magic himself is worth over $50 million. You know, we don't need no black stamp. We're just like the blacks. All we need is white people and Mexicans to buy our shit, and we're good.
No.
You know what I mean? Am I lying? Am I lying?
Yeah, you is.
Who buys all black music?
Hey.
Now he goes from saying he don't need blacks. Hold on. Now he goes from saying he don't need a black cosign to telling the blacks what we need to be successful. So now he starts downplaying the blacks, going, yeah, I just need the whites and the Hispanics to buy my shit, just like the blacks, right? So now he's telling us we're not even factors in the genre that we created. Mind you, complete disrespect. Munchie has yet to disrespect, bro, yet. We ain't seen Munchie disrespect him yet. Munchie simply asked him, hey, what's your name? Because I don't even know who you are right now. Bro just put you on the phone. Immediately, you start pressing. Now, I told y'all, Haters World don't really fuck with blacks, and you can see it. They just set Munchie up for the okie doke.
Hey, we ain't talking about
80% of your fans are Mexican and white.
We're not talking about consumers. We talking about getting in, brother.
Now look at how aggressive he's talking. Oh, yeah, 80% of y'all fans are Mexican and white. Like, we don't need y'all because y'all don't even need y'all. And Munchie B is going, bro, I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the stamp to actually get in the culture, to be accepted. Rap was created by blacks. Rap was created by blacks. So you need the black stamp of approval to be accepted in the culture, regardless of who is supporting you as a fan. You can't come say you want to do rap and then don't fuck with blacks because, nigga, rap is black. It's black American culture. Yes, it has turned and morphed into everybody adopted the culture, but let's not get it fucked up and let's get it understood. We started this shit. It is us. So once you come be a part of this, you are a guest. I don't care about the numbers you doing. I don't care about how you think that you don't need niggas or none of that, but you got to acknowledge the fact that you are a guest. And bro is being completely disrespectful, talking crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna continue playing the clip though.
I was a guy, like when you said about Capone, first of all, Capone's not Mexican. This isn't Halloween. I don't wear a costume. I'm a real Chicano. I wear deodorant.
Come on.
Listen. But we didn't need, that's why I didn't get, no disrespect to Al Boy, don't even take it that way, Al Boy. But I could have had Snoop, Busy Bone was on our shit, all this shit we had on our shit, but I didn't care. I didn't need nobody black, and I didn't need black fans. All I cared about was my Mexican people. And honestly, I kept 100%
Now you hear what he said, right? Hold on. He goes to name some black rappers as, see, this is the crazy part. He said we don't need blacks, but then he named some black rappers and uses them as a cosign. Oh, we got Busy Bone. Yeah, we could have got Snoop. We could have got this. That is to solidify them saying that, yeah, we're accepted by y'all, by some of y'all top ranking rappers, but we don't need them. All I cared about was my Chicano people. So how are you doing a black genre, black culture music, and then say you don't care about blacks? All you care about is your people. So you want to use our influence to sell records, but you don't really fuck with us or care about us. That's the shit that be grinding my gears. And that's why I be saying the ones that think like that, we need to blackball them and get them out the game. Ain't no co-signing, ain't no trying to peace treat. No, we gonna fuck with the ones that respect the culture, respect the creators of the culture, which is us. You feel me? That's gonna pay homage to the ones that created it, which is us. That's who we need to be dealing with, not the ones talking like this, not the ones like Blue Devil. And he said we don't need blacks, but he ain't named no Hispanic rappers that co-signed them. He named black rappers that co-signed him, but then at the same time saying that he don't need a co-sign from a black. That don't even make, how much sense do that make? Why did you name Snoop? Why did you name Busy Bone? Why didn't you name the Chicano rappers that support you? See, this is shit I be talking about. And then as Munchie B's trying to talk, Blue Devil telling Munchie B, oh, no, be quiet, let him talk. So he's not even let Munchie B get his bars off. He's steady cutting him off so dude could just grill Munchie B and make Munchie B look like a fool. This was all a setup. If you can't see it, you blind, bro. You might be as blind as Munchie. And I don't even think he blind for real.
But guess what, royalty, if you would have went that way, you would have went further.
You know, I mean, I see you doing your thing, homie, and I want to let you know, we don't need no, and no disrespect, but I'm going to talk in reality of real life.
Hey, as soon as somebody say no disrespect, it's finna be followed by a bunch of disrespect. Mind you, Munchie B look like he there solo. Everybody else in the room Hispanic, so he automatically is at a disadvantage. He pulled up to their home court, and this is how they treat their guests. Mind you, Blue Devil, every time he bring a black guest on, he throw little shots at him. He downplays the culture with them there while they're co-signing him. See, niggas don't be understanding. He's using you as a pawn. He brings you there to get the notoriety of, oh, the blacks fuck with me. But then he lets you know, we don't fuck with you, though. Why would you have somebody call in without me knowing, without me being able to do my research on who's calling in so I could validate what he's saying? He's saying he the most renowned and the biggest and sold the most, but I don't know who the fuck he is. I never heard his name. I didn't go research his album sales. I just got to take what he's saying for face value, and I'm a guest on your show, so he's trying to be respectful. But dude, he came off the dribble disrespectful. We're going to run through this again. Just listen to the tone of his voice.
Do your thing. I sold over 9 million records, all Chicano. I don't need no black stamp from shit. You want to talk about music?
And look, he dropped the bomb when he said that. Notice, you got to pick up on these little things. He said, I sold 9 million records, all Chicano. I don't need a black cosign for shit. And then Haters World drops a bomb on that, basically emphasizing him saying, I don't need a black cosign for shit. And basically agreeing with what he said. Mind you, this is the same podcast that said blacks are holding Hispanics back. So he brings Munchie B, one of the black voices that's on No Jumper, one of the biggest platforms on the West, who has had things to say about Hispanic rappers, and then he lets a Hispanic rapper call in to grill him. Y'all got to pay attention to what the fuck he be doing. They be doing, bro.
Hold on. What's your name, brother?
I'm Royal T, Low Profile Records. I'm the god of this Chicano rap.
Okay, talk your shit.
I started this shit, sold the most.
Talk your shit.
That's just the real shit. Okay. You know what I mean? It's the real shit. We go live right now. I got the Phantom right here. I got the brand new Cyber Beast right here. I do it, and I ain't released the album in 10 years.
Hey, hold on.
So you talking to somebody that ain't released the album in 10 years, somebody we never heard of, but yet he's calling in saying that he don't need blacks, all while naming blacks that co-signed him to be legitimized in rap. He named Busy Bone. He named Snoop Dogg. He named black rappers. He did not name any Hispanic rappers that co-signed him. Why does he feel the need to go out of his way to let Munchie B know, I don't need blacks for shit? Why not just respect the art form that you chose to be a part of? You chose to rap. That means you took a liking to black culture. And obviously, if blacks worked with you, that means blacks showed you love and co-signed you. So why go out of your way to disrespect the legends that co-signed you by saying, I didn't need y'all for shit? So why did you work with them? If you didn't need them for shit, why work with them? Like, I don't understand that. Yeah, I'm going to take your cosign to make myself look legit, but then I'm going to spit on it at the same time and saying, well, I didn't need y'all. Well, why work with them in the first place? Like, let's be for real. Ain't no Hispanics listening to Chicano rap. I'm sorry. You go look at what the young Hispanic rappers are listening to. It's not Chicano rap, bro. They're not playing that. They're playing the young, up-and-coming, hot black rappers, the legendary black rappers, and they're playing the Hispanic rappers that sound black and get co-signed by black and display black culture. They're not listening to Chicano rap. Fuck is we even talking about? Why is this even a conversation? Only reason I'm bringing it up is because all you blacks in the media need to be put on notice. Stop going on the Haters World podcast. They don't fuck with blacks. Every chance he gets, he uses his platform to clout chase off blacks and then disrespect blacks. That's all he does. Stop going on the platform. You niggas making yourselves look like sellouts, bro. I know y'all want to push the black and brown unity. I'm with that. With the ones that want to do that. Stop forcing it with the ones that don't want to do that. Stop forcing it with the ones that don't fuck with us. Stop forcing it with the ones that constantly disrespect us and show us we shouldn't be fucking with them. It's a lot of Hispanics that love rap culture and respect rap culture the way it's supposed to be respected. Those are the ones you should be building a bridge with, not these hater world ass goofies. Y'all niggas make yourselves look like clowns when y'all throw olive branches to people that spit in your face. Listen, bro, just listen to this phone call.
Hold on. Say your name again because you know they gonna react. No, hold on. They gonna react to this.
Your girl knows who I am. You might not have my number, but she does.
No, she don't. No, she don't. No.
Bro disrespected his girl. We talking about rap. We talking about hip hop. I'm asking you your name, and you say, yeah, you don't know my name, but your girl do. That's complete disrespect. And Haters World, that's the host, is supposed to interject and go, hey, homie, we ain't on that type of time. If you come into disrespect, I'm going to hang up the phone. This is a guest. I invited him into my home. Show some respect, homie, because he respecting you. Nope, none of that. Haters World letting them disrespect the nigga.
I'm that homeboy that your homegirls love. I'm Royalty, Low Profile Records. The king of Chicano rap. It's the bottom line.
You the king?
I put out Kid Frost, Lotta Shade of Brown, Little Rob, all of it. MC Magic's on my tour. It is what it is.
Okay, talk your shit. Don't swallow your spit.
MC Magic himself is worth over $50 million. You know, we don't need no black stamp. We're just like the blacks. All we need is white people and Mexicans to buy our shit, and we're good.
That lets you know right there. He just let you know how he feel right there. Yes, we're going to use you to clout chase. Yes, we're going to use you for features. Yes, we're going to suck your culture dry. But at the end of the day, we don't care about y'all. We don't love y'all. We don't respect y'all. We don't even need y'all. Once we get the white cosign, we're good. Once we get the white people, we good. Fuck you niggas. We're going to do y'all music, but we don't need y'all. That's the craziest shit. Niggas love our culture, but hate our blues. That shit crazy.
No.
You know what I mean? Am I lying?
Yeah, you is.
Who buys all black music?
And look at them in the back. No, he not lying. He's not lying. Munchie be like, nah, you lying, bro. And they telling Munchie, nah, he not lying. This was all a setup.
Hey, we ain't talking about
80% of your fans are Mexican and white.
We're not.
Now he telling Munchie B what 80% of our fans are. Oh, 80% of your fans Mexican and white. What they don't understand is, bro, outside of California, the Hispanic population is not as big and it don't hold as much weight as it does on the West Coast. We are bordered right next to Mexico, bro. There's a gate. California used to be Mexico. Mexico lost the war and they gave over California to the U.S. So let's get it understood. The demographic is different because of the geographics. You go to the East Coast, it's not the same. You go to the Midwest, it's not the same. You go down south, it's definitely not the same. So we gotta think larger than California, bro. The rap game is not ran by California. The rap game is bigger than California. So where is he even pulling these motherfucking numbers from?
I'm not talking about consumers, you talking about getting in, brother.
We don't need to get in, we got consumers.
I don't need to get in.
Now you hear what they say? You heard the Hispanic that's next to him. We don't need to get in. We got consumers. What he just said was, we don't need you niggas as long as we got the white people co-signing us and our people co-signing us. So they want to do our culture. They want to participate in our culture. They want to benefit off our culture, but they don't want us to be a part of that. What they really saying is they want to replace us in our own culture. That's what the fuck going on. And understand, I'm specifically speaking on the Hispanics that's talking. So coming here rage baiting, saying viral, talking about all Hispanics. I'm talking about these Hispanics right here. Haters World and this dude on the phone. And they get other guests that's co-signing it. They want to be niggas and then they want to replace niggas once they feel like they got the white cosign. Because a lot of them, you got to realize they were conquered by whites. They were conquered by the Spaniards. A lot of them were whipped into submission and then secretly want to be white. So they feel like once we got the white stamp, that's all we need.
I fucking cracked the door open with B&G when we were in full throttle. We never, I was a guy, like when you said about Capone, first of all, Capone's not Mexican. This isn't a Halloween. I don't wear a costume. I'm a real Chicano.
Now they disrespect Capone. Capone put on for Chicano rap, but they don't acknowledge him because he's not really Hispanic. Even though he's from a Hispanic gang, even though he reps the Hispanic culture, even though all his music he put on was for Hispanics, they still don't accept him. But they want us to accept them doing our culture. You see how backwards that is? They tell Munchie, yeah, Capone, he ain't us. He ain't a real Hispanic. But rap is black culture. You're not black. But you want us to respect you the same. How do that make any fucking sense? Capone is doing black culture too, just like y'all. He's doing rap, which is black Americanized culture. But y'all don't respect his get down because he's not one of y'all. But y'all want us to respect your get down, even though you're not one of us. Shit don't make no sense, bro. It literally makes no sense. Nigga said this ain't Halloween. That nigga playing dress up. So if he playing dress up, what are you doing? If you doing rap?
Come on. Listen. But we didn't need. That's why I didn't get. No disrespect to Al Boy. Don't even take it that way, Al Boy. But I could have.
Notice every time they say no disrespect, it's always followed by some disrespectful comments or led with disrespectful comments. Completely disrespected a legend, Capone, and it said, yeah, no disrespect, homeboy.
Had Snoop, I could Busy Bones on our shit, all this shit we had on our shit, but I didn't care.
He just named Snoop, Busy Bone, and then said, I don't care. Why name them then?
I didn't need nobody black, and I didn't need black fans. All I cared about was my Mexican people.
And honestly,
I kept it 100% Chicano.
But guess what, royalty? If you would have went that way, you would have went further.
You know, I mean, I see you doing your thing, homie, and I want to let you know, we don't need no, and no disrespect, but I'm going to talk in reality of real life.
Right, so let's start sharing that. Let's talk. Kenneth, good looking for the donation, bro. So this was going on. They're going to be mad at me for making this a topic, and I don't give a fuck. If you fuck with us like you say you do, you're going to co-sign what I'm saying. You're not going to be mad. You're not going to say Viral Way is racist. You're going to say, damn, they set Munchie B up. Damn, they disrespected Munchie B. Damn, we got to go call Haters World out. So let's sit back and let's see how many Hispanic platforms on the West Coast talks about this right here. Let's see how many of them call out Haters World for the okie doke that they pulled on Munchie B. They invited a blind black man on the show to disrespect him. Mind you, that was just a clip about rap. I can pull up the clip where they're making jokes about Munchie B being blind and getting shot in the head. Do I got to pull that clip up too? They disrespected him the entire show. They disrespected him the entire show, bro. Hold on. Let me see if I still got that clip. Watch this.
Hey, Munchie, you see that little doll right there? That's him. That's little Mayweather ain't got on nothing.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. They're making blind jokes while Munchie there, and they're talking about, oh, I forgot he blind. Watch this, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this shit up. I don't even watch this trash. The only reason I went to pull this clip is because I seen that clip, and I knew for a fact nobody else is gonna call this shit out. Nobody else is gonna call this shit out. So as one of the front runners of the culture, I gotta be the one to call it out. Fuck it, it is what it is. Watch this, y'all. Y'all tell me what type of respect this is. And any Hispanics that got a problem with what I'm saying in the crowd, y'all come up and then I'll invite you up. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. This is how they really feel about us. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Hold on, let me pull it up. Cause they crying right now. I already hear, oh, by the way, racist and this and that. These niggas is straight crybabies, bro. All they do is cry. All they do is throw rocks and hide their hand.
Hear shit and learn. You know what I'm saying? Because he threw some shit.
You know what it is, bro? It's a lot. It goes more deeper. It's kind of crazy. Some of our people, like what you guys were talking about, the N-word, and you couldn't read your Mayweather in that motherfucker. You were shot in the Mayweather vein, or would you say your nerve got shot?
Right.
That was the Mayweather nerve. I'm just fucking.
I never heard Mayweather nerve.
Now you hear that? He said, yeah, you can't read. You got shot in the Mayweather vein. So now, and he said, oh, I'm just playing. Who plays like that? You don't even know me. You call in to joke about me getting shot in the head?
when you knock it out. There was a clown Mayweather for not being able to read.
Man, Mayweather ain't got no knockouts. You couldn't be a rapper, bro. Hell no. Mayweather ain't got no knockouts.
So Munchie B he's being respectful. He's not crashing out behind it. But why would you call in and say, yeah, you can't read like Mayweather? You got shot in the Mayweather in the Mayweather vein. Like what? What type of joke is that?
Listen. I was joking when you saying they shot you in the Mayweather nerve because they used to say that.
Hold on. If Royce was battle rapping, Mayweather ain't got no knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So it would
listen.
I got you.
Mind you, this little pipsqueak clown goofy right here, he's the host and he's allowing this. You got a guest come on your show, and then you got somebody calling in talking about, oh yeah, you got shot in the Mayweather nerve. You can't read like Mayweather. Like, bro, he almost got his life ended, and you called in to joke about that?
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, so, Munchie. You see that little doll right there? That's him. That's literally him. You can't see. Nah, this is the dog.
Now you see that, right? You saw that, right? He say, Munchie, you see that doll right there? Oh, my bad, you can't see. Bro, you just heard him on the phone for the last 60 seconds saying that, oh, yeah, you got shot in the Mayweather nerve. You can't see, you blind. And then he going to pretend like he forgot that he's blind. See, this the backhanded, disrespectful shit I'm talking about. They called this man here to berate Munchie B and make him look like a fool, bro. Look, he's the only black here. All they did was joke about him being blind. Talk about him being blind, and then call in and say we don't need blacks to make it in rap. And then they're gonna say I'm racist. Your
nerve got shot. Right. That was the Mayweather nerve. I'm just fucking.
I never heard Mayweather nerve. When you knock it out.
There was a clown Mayweather for not being able to read.
Now they're gonna say I'm racist. Mind you, the Hispanics that react to this gonna say I'm racist. But look, I see 1, 2, 3 Hispanics. How many jumped in to say, hey, Holmes, let's show some respect to the guest. He came over here to show love. Let's show some respect to the guest. That's not how you treat a guest. I don't see none of that. All I see is throwing rocks and hiding your hands. They literally joking about the man getting shot in the head and being blind right now.
Man, Mayweather ain't got no knockouts. You couldn't be a rapper, bro. Hell no. Mayweather ain't got no knockouts.
Listen. I was joking when you saying they shot you in the Mayweather nerve because they used to say that.
Hold on. If Royce was battle rapping, Mayweather ain't got no knockouts.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So it would
listen.
I got you. Go ahead.
Watch this.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Munchie. You see that little doll right there? That's him. That's literally him. You can't see. Nah, this is the dog.
Everybody forget.
Royalties. Close it out, Royal. Close it out.
Stop going on this podcast, people. If you got any type of self-respect as a black man, stop going on that podcast, bro. Stop going on that podcast. His whole objective is to use you for acceptance, use you for views, use you for clout, and then disrespect you, disrespect your people, disrespect your culture. Now, how many Hispanics that are in the culture right now is going to call that behavior out? Imagine a black invite a Hispanic on a podcast where he's by himself, have a black call in, basically talk shit about the entire Hispanic culture, and then make jokes about him getting shot. What type of shit is that? You cannot respect this man at all and do some shit like that. Mind you, these are the same people that would have been saying Adam 22 is racist if Adam did this. Imagine if Adam 22 did this. They're all, hey, Adam is this, Adam is that. But don't nobody call this behavior out. Like, come on. Like, yo, listen, anybody black that goes on that podcast, in my opinion, after you see this, you a goofy to me. And the culture don't need to fuck with you either, because you disrespecting us by even giving them light. And the only reason I got to give them light is to spread awareness of what's going on over there, in case you didn't know. Because a lot of people that go over there don't actually watch the content. They going over there to build black and brown, right? They think, okay, I'm going to be the one to build the bridge, not knowing they're not trying to build a bridge. They're trying to burn yours down. They're trying to burn yours down as they build theirs up. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. I'm not going for it. Mind you, the black population in LA is like 7 to 8%. That's the only reason that people like Haters World feel like they could say whatever they want about niggas. It's because of the numbers. You look at the black population, we like 7 to 8% out here, bro. They know they got us on the numbers. So you know the disrespect is always going to come because of that. Now, you go anywhere else, we're not met with this type of disrespect. You go down south, bro, they don't get this type of disrespect from the Hispanics down there. You go to the Midwest, the Hispanics and the black, they be locked in. We don't get this type of disrespect. You go to the East Coast, the Hispanics and the blacks, they be locked in, minus the Latin kings. But besides that, for the most part, Hispanics is tied in with black culture, right? Chicago, they got their Hispanic gangs too, but it's not like out here though. On the West Coast is where blacks get the most disrespect from the Hispanics, bro. That's just a fact. If you even call the Hispanics out like I'm doing right now, they're gonna call you racist and they're gonna gaslight you. Instead of acknowledging the facts, they're not gonna ever speak about their people doing something wrong. No, there's no way in the world y'all could listen to the clip that I just played and really say, oh yeah, they wasn't being racist. That wasn't a setup. Come on, man, that was a setup clear as day. Munchie B has been being very vocal about the Hispanic relations to blacks on No Jumper lately. So it's no irony, it's not ironic that Haters World invited him on to make him look like a fool. Like, come on, bro. Come on. And they're gonna hate me for saying it. Why? Because they want to be disrespectful in silence. They don't want the majors in the culture to find out that this is going on and to close the doors on them. Because despite what they say, oh, we don't need to co-sign this and that. If the majors that run the rap start pointing this out, they're in trouble, bro. They in trouble. Straight up. Now, until the Hispanic podcast call this out, y'all don't need to be going on their platforms. Stop going on the platforms. Stop co-signing them. Stop anything until they acknowledge the disrespect to us and our culture from their people and their culture. Until they do that, it need to be a hands-off movement. That's all I'm saying. It need to be a hands-off movement. They mad at Hellcat right now too. Hellcat went on No Jumper recently, and she says she blames the LA blacks for this going on. And I damn near got to agree with her. You got to blame the ones that's in the media that been pushing this. Oh, you know, it's not like that out here. We doing this, we building, and then co-signing the ones that disrespect them. Hold on, let me pull the Hellcat one up. They mad at Hellcat for telling the truth. Hold on. Let's go to the Hellcat clip. They're going to be mad right now. Viral racist, viral this, viral causing division. How am I causing division by pointing out what the fuck they're saying? I didn't make them say that. Hold on. Where that Hellcat clip? Fuck it, I ain't even got to play it. Basically, Hellcat said the blacks with the voice on the West Coast that been allowing the disrespect without saying anything about it, they're to blame for this. They're to blame why they feel so comfortable constantly disrespecting us all while eating off of our culture. And I gotta agree, because for years and years and years before the viral way appeared on the scene, the main black podcasts and the main black platforms on the West Coast constantly ignored the disrespect and constantly kept platforming the ones disrespecting us. Why? Because their platform's main viewership came from the Hispanic fan base, right? Like, let's take No Jumper. Most of their crowd is Hispanic. So anybody that comes on No Jumper and speaks up for blacks and they start to get negative feedback in the Reddit and the comments, they get pushed off the platform. Why? Because they start to lose viewership and support. So they'll kick you off for speaking up for your own culture to keep their viewership. How do I know? Look at the viral way. We went on No Jumper a few times. We spoke up for us on No Jumper, and then the Reddit starts to say we racist. The live comments when we up there start to say we racist. Oh, they from Long Beach, they racist. So they start to see that, and then boom, no more viral way. Don't invite them no more. That's what's really going on. And I'm not going to name all the other platforms. Y'all know who they are. Will they speak up for us? Or will they bow down because we only 7 to 8% out here? Now, look, it's Hispanics in the comments right now. Mad. Why you mad at me for pointing out the racist shit your people saying? Like, make that make sense, bro. You come into the comments, you claim to not be racist, but then you're mad at me for calling out what your people are saying. Make that make sense. Make it make sense, bro. You invite a blind black man on your platform who got shot in his head, and then you have Hispanic call in and joke about him being shot in the head, saying, oh, you can't read like Mayweather because you got shot in the Mayweather nerve. You know this man is blind. You invited him here to do that? Come on, bro. Like I said, anybody that want to dispute what I'm saying, there goes your invite to come up. And it's fucked up that the blacks on the West Coast, they're not going to stand behind me. It's disgusting that only the blacks on the East Coast is going to stand behind what I'm saying. Only the blacks on the Midwest is going to stand behind what I'm saying. Only the blacks down south is going to stand behind what I'm saying. But the blacks that got impact and they got a platform to have a large voice on the West Coast, they're not going to stand behind me. They're actually going to go against me. All to keep their fan base. They're going to sell out their own people, all to keep their fan base. That's the fucked up part about it. And I know a lot of y'all from out of state and out the country, y'all don't understand why the blacks behave this way. You got to realize, bro, we are borderline in Mexico. The black population on the West Coast is only 7 to 8%. We're outnumbered by the thousands. So a lot of people don't have the heart to go against that type of backlash. But you got to stand behind something bigger than yourself. Stand for something or fall for anything. Reckless was cracking.
What's good in the hood, family?
Turn
You already
on,
know.
gang.
Oh, my camera ain't on.
You gotta think. Even look at the Hispanics now, bro. Even the Hispanic gangs, all the young Hispanic Southsiders, they picked up black culture. They pick up black lingo. They say nigga more than niggas. They say dead homie more than niggas. They dress like niggas more than niggas.
Am I on camera
now? Turn around and say NK.
We good? We good?
Come on, bro. Like I said, anybody that want to come up, there go your invite.
No, but this is all
Reckless. I don't know if your shit is on.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
on.
can
It's
y'all
on.
hear and see Reckless? I can't hear and see Cub.
Yeah, it's on, bro.
And like I said, hey, Reckless, click the link again, bro. I can't hear or see you. This is not me going against all Hispanics. Any Hispanics that fuck with us and fuck with the culture for real, we could build with y'all. But the ones like Haters World, it's no building with them. We got to get them out of here, bro. Y'all say it's on? Okay, I can't. Okay, Reckless, I think they can hear you, but I can't hear you or see you. I don't know what's going on with the software. I can't hear or see you. But talk your shit, though, so they can hear or see you. Y'all can see
Nah,
him?
man, this is all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
keep
what
it
the fuck going on
simple.
with this software, bro. Maybe I gotta update it or something, but this restream shit is not letting me see or hear the guest.
I got you.
I'm not ignoring Reckless. I can't see or hear him. But talk your shit. Hey, Harry, it's not my shit, bro. It's not my shit that's fucking up. I don't run the software. I don't own the software. I don't own the program. The program been fucking up. I might switch back over to live stream or something. The restream been fucking up. I ain't been able to see or hear him. You can see him? Oh, y'all can see him? Yeah, see, I couldn't. I'm not cutting him off. And I'm not on my iPhone. I'm on my MacBook. Hey, Reckless, I couldn't hear or see you, bro, but shout out to you. I already know you a day one supporter. But yeah, let's move on, though. Let's talk about what's going on in the Black podcast space. What's going on with the Gangbang podcast beef? Is this shit going too far? You got Ann Hefe getting into it with Spider-Loc. Spider-Loc getting into it with Munchie B. They're exchanging a lot of personal words. What's going on? Is this going to stay content or is it going to go past content? See, this is the problem when you do the back and forths and shit like that, is once you involve gangs and gang members, it bleeds over. Hold on, what y'all say? Y'all say y'all can hear and see him? I mean, you know, any Hispanic in the crowd that want to dispute what I'm saying, there go the link. It's just a damn shame that I got to be the only one to speak up and stand on the sword. Is it content though? Because once you say certain words, it goes past content, and that's the problem with the space on the West Coast. I think a lot of creators think they need drama to create content. I know drama sells. I know controversy sells, but you can create content without it. And I think No Jumper curated a lot of that, right? Because everybody wants to imitate and emulate who does the most numbers. No Jumper was the biggest platform for a long time. No Jumper started doing gang content. Naturally, everybody under No Jumper start doing gang content. But I think that ran its course, bro. I think it's time people to start elevating and doing something else other than involving gangs in the content. Because gang banging itself is dying off. Gang banging itself is dying off. And rightfully so, it need to. Niggas need to start gang banging for something that really matter. Start gang banging for your people. Start gang banging for your race. Start gang banging for political power. Start gang banging for economic power. Start gang banging for ownership of your communities instead of tearing your communities down. Like, really, we got to really make sense of this, bro. We got gang bangers that's 50 plus online arguing with other 50 plus year olds about shit that don't even fucking matter. About shit that we don't even own. At least let's own the block. Let's own the hoods that we banging in. Niggas don't own one housing apartment unit on that block, but we sliding over it. And we don't own shit. We don't make no laws. We can't get our people out of jail. When the police come to throw us in jail, we don't put up no resistance. So what is really gang? How is it gang? I'm this, I'm that. I got 10 hats. I got all these hats. But when the police come, niggas is running and throwing they slammer. Niggas is running and throwing the switches. Niggas is using the switches on each other. But when the police come, one police car, 50 niggas on the block, 20 switches. All 50 niggas running and throwing all 20 switches. Like, come on, bro. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. A lot of our people got arrested development. They got put on as teenagers, and their mind is still stuck in the era of a teenager. They're still stuck in the mindset of that teenager that got put on. No, I'm not just now realizing this. I've been knowing this for a long time. But I have a platform now to speak. But I've been knowing this for a long time. It never made sense. Niggas should have been banging for some black shit. Niggas should all be under a black flag. Everybody get under one black flag, bro. From the east to the west to the Midwest to down south. And if you ain't rocking with that, then you the ops. That's what need to be going on. Anything else, it don't fucking matter. It's insignificant. It's a lost cause. That's just what's going on. Everybody against us anyway. The dumbest shit we can do is be against ourselves. And that's what the fuck is going on. How many laws do we make? Niggas always want to scream, free the homie, free the homie. Let's get some power so we could really free the homies. Let's get some political power. Let's get some economic power so we can free the homies instead of yelling, free the homies. And putting free the homie on a t-shirt that don't fucking mean nothing, that he can't even see. Your homie can't see free the homie on the Instagram. What are we really talking about? We too grown, we too old, we got too much knowledge. It's the age of information. We should be able to understand, bro, why are we still living a lifestyle that was created by teenagers in the fucking 60s and 70s? These niggas didn't even have fully developed brains, and we still following what the fuck they created? We know this shit don't make sense, but steady doing it. Everything is a gang, though. I'm not saying don't gangbang. I'm saying gangbang for the right cause. They're gangbanging. They're making laws, and they putting belt to ass. So they're gangbanging. The ones in control, the ones that own the money, the ones that print the money, the ones that own the land, the ones that own the nukes, the ones that own the military, understand they are gangbanging on the highest level. So I'm never telling you not to gangbang. Everything is a gang. Your political party is a gang. Your religion is a gang. Everything is a gang. I'm saying we need to gangbang smarter. We're gangbanging for shit that don't mean nothing. We're gangbanging with no power. You think picking up a strap, getting in the car, and driving 3 blocks away and letting off a clip on somebody that's powerless is power? Then you a goddamn fool. Power is when the police pull up on your block and you can run them off. That's power. See, the Panthers, they was getting that type of power. When the police pulled up with their straps, the Panthers didn't run. They stood there with their straps and said, okay, we all got straps. What y'all want to do? And the police had to back down and get up out of there because they was outnumbered. That's power. That's, nigga, going to county jail and being a fucking dorm rep is not power. Imagine thinking you got power because you're a rep of a dorm. Oh, I got power over the other inmates. But the people that's locking my black ass in this cell, they got the real power. The ones that's telling me it's bedtime, lights out. Yeah, Mr. Dorm Rep, tell the representative that you got control of, it's bedtime. Lights out, grown man. And niggas, for some reason, think that's power. I don't understand that. Niggas go to prison and think having soups and cookies and commissary and visits is power. How in the fuck is that power? When you're locked in a cage against your will, you don't want to be in there. You can lie to yourself and pretend like you want to be in there. You can make the best of your situation while you in there. That's not power, nigga. Power is the ones that put you in there. And niggas went without a fight. Like, really think about that. Niggas go without a fight. Niggas be caught, all right, fuck it, just give up. Like, come on, bro. This shit gonna hurt to hear, but it's facts. When we need a loan, we want to buy a house. Can your homies come to you for a loan? Can your homies come to you for a first-time home buyer's loan? Can the set give you a loan? Because to be a part of an organization, there should be benefits. If you join the Illuminati, there's benefits. If you join the Masons, there's benefits. If you are on Congress, there's benefits. What fucking benefit is it to be 50 and to be a leader of a street gang? At least the mob, they got power too. At least the mob, they got politicians in their pocket. At least the mob, they involved in Vegas. They involved in professional sports. They got ownership of the ports. What the fuck are the black gangs doing? Like, I'm speaking to us right now. What politicians do we got in our pockets? What presidents can we lobby? What Congress members can we lobby to get some power? What imports, exports at the ports do we got control of? Like, what are we doing? What are we really doing? When niggas go to jail, the set don't bail you out. But you put your life on the line for the set every day. You go slide for the set. You do all this for the set. And then you go to jail and the set try to fuck your bitch when you in jail. Like, what are we doing? You get chipped putting in work for the set. The set don't pay for your funeral. The set don't give your family money. They don't help your kids get to college. They don't, nothing. It's all for free. So understand, I'm not saying blacks don't need a gang, because we absolutely do. Everything is a gang, even in the wild. When the lions have a pride, that's a gang. When the wolves, they have they pride, you got the alpha wolf, you got the female alpha, you got the hunter-gatherers. Understand that is a gang. That is necessary for survival. A gang, a tribe, whatever you want to call it. What I'm saying is we need to redirect the energy and make it make sense. Not on fucking YouTube arguing about stupid shit. Really think, like, just look and sit back and look at the West Coast media. You got gangbangers, 50 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, all arguing about insignificant bullshit that means nothing at the end of the day. That means nothing. Sit back. Look what the Indians doing. Look at what the Jews are doing. Look at what the Asians are doing. You got Asia buying up Africa. Why are we not buying that shit up? How in the fuck we got Asians buying Africa, disrespecting African people in Africa? Make it make sense, gang. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? We need to take this energy that's lost with no direction, and we need to redirect that into a cause that's going to better our people. There's no way we go into court and then we don't have no judges in there. We don't have nobody on the jury. The fate of our future is in the hands of people that hate us from the jump, because we don't have no power, no say so. Like, come on, bro. And like, we don't own Edison. We don't have no electric company that we can go to and say, man, Edison is too fucking high. They graping us out here. They telling us go solar, and the more solar shit I get, the higher my fucking bill get. Like, come on, bro. What? Y'all, I just think different than niggas, bro. And I don't care that I was once a part of the lifestyle and all. I always knew the whole time the shit didn't make sense. As crazy as that sound. But sometimes you got to adapt to your environment for survival. Sometimes it's a thing called a necessary evil. Like, really think about that, bro. Do we own a phone company where we all can be like, hey, look, we not fucking with Verizon. We not fucking with, look, we got this black-owned wireless company. Let's all support that. We got this black-owned cable company. We got this black, like, whatever that they own, where is the black opposite end of the spectrum for that? We sit back, we cry, we say these people hate us, they don't fuck with us, they holding us back, but yet we don't own shit and we not trying to own shit. And anybody that do try to own shit or talk some sense into niggas call you a sellout. Niggas call you a sellout. Like, come on, bro. And I'm not saying we need to go back to Africa, because we absolutely don't. I'm saying we need to build a bridge to Africa so we can have power from Africa to here. I'm not going back to Africa to live there, nigga. I'm not from there. I'm from America. I was born and raised in America. So no, don't tell me to go back to Africa because I ain't from Africa. Never lived there a day in my life. And we were here first. Understand that. Don't let them finesse you and think we came over on slave ships. It's not even mathematically possible for us to come over on a ship. And the amount of numbers that they said they brought over here is not mathematically possible that happened. So, yeah. And it starts with the thought, bro. We got to get the mindsets together. You can't get together a bunch of people with corrupted minds. It won't work. They're going to self-implode. So this is why content and people speaking and challenging ideas and challenging the way we was taught and challenging the history that was told to us, that's why that's so important. It's because you got to get the minds first. You can't get the body without the mind. I don't give a fuck if you gather up 1 million man march. If them 1 million men got fucked up, corrupt minds, the bodies don't matter, bro. Yes, we were in America first. Period, point blank. But understand, history is told by the victors. We've let them take our history and contort it and we let them fuck us over mentally. We can't say Mexicans were the natives because Mexicans didn't even exist. Go look at where Mexicans come from. Mexicans are a mixed breed of people. They're not a pure blood people. You got the Mayan side and you got the Spaniard side. Mexicans are a mixed breed, bro. They didn't exist before black people. They come from black people. They come from Spaniards, the Europeans. They're like half and half. That's why when you go to Mexico, Mexico is split. You got the dark-skinned part of Mexico, and then you got the light-skinned part of Mexico. Mexicans didn't exist before black people existed. So no, they weren't the natives either. Straight up. Go look at the lineage. Go look at the lineage of what a Hispanic Mexican actually is. Make it make sense. But like I said, bro, blacks, we got to get it together, man. We embarrassing ourselves in the media. Back and forth is cool. I'm a fan of battle rap. I'm not saying don't have no back and forth. I'm a fan of chess. I like to play chess, and I like battle rap. So I'm not saying if you on a podcast and you get into a beef with another podcast, don't diss that podcast. That's cool. It's like battle rap. Let's see who could do the best blog. Let's see who could, you feel me? That's how I view that. But once you start involving the streets into it, that's when it's going to get ugly. That's when it's going to get nasty. That's when it's going to get violent. That's when you lose sight of what's really going on. See, don't mix the streets with the content. It's content. And the people that are not in the content space, they don't understand it. It's just like rappers. They entourage don't understand this is rap. They don't understand we battle rapping. These are words. These are lyrics. It don't need to go past that. The same way, people that aren't content creators, they don't understand. This is content. These are words. You're using your brain. It should not go past content. That's why they're viewers, and that's why they're creators. The creators collectively understand this is what that is. The viewers, they're not involved on the creator side, so they don't understand. They want, oh man, y'all need to just stop going back and forth. Just catch a fade. And sometimes it got to come to that. But for the most part, if you can't use your brain, you lost anyway. Straight up. Control the mind, control the body. That's what's going on. We need to take control of our minds. Straight the fuck up. But yeah, what else should we? Oh, the game. Let's talk about the game. The game got an album coming. He got a Gangsta Grills coming. The game has a Gangsta Grills coming, produced by Mike and Keys. I know this finna be fire. I know this finna be fire. The only problem is the album rollout he's been doing. Now, number one, he did an interview and he said that he wanted to sign Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's bodyguard came out and said that's cap. He never wanted to sign him. So I don't see Kendrick on this new project. I didn't see Game at the pop-out concert. So evidently, there's some type of friction between Kendrick and Game, if you ask me. Even though Game brought Kendrick on his first tour, even though Game did support Kendrick coming out, as of right now, I don't know if Game and Kendrick see eye to eye. I didn't understand why Game wasn't at the pop-out. I even had a take about Game not being at the pop-out, and Game responded to that. He didn't say my name, but he responded to it because it went viral. Now, if Game didn't really want to sign Kendrick, why would he say that he did? Is he rage baiting? Is it content? Because you know the word of the year is rage bait. I don't know if y'all knew that. The word of the year last year was brain rot. The word of the year this year is rage bait. So everybody rage baiting. Even the trolls in my comment, they rage baiting. Now, Game said he wanted to sign Kendrick. Kendrick bodyguard said that he's a liar. That went viral. So that's more publicity for Game's project. Game got on a stream with Neon and said Aiden Ross is banned from the West Coast until he apologizes to Kendrick for what he said during the Kendrick and Drake beef. Did y'all see that clip? Let's play that clip.
Aiden, speaking of Aiden, you fuck with Aiden, right? Yeah. He's coming to LA in like, I think like 2 weeks. Yeah. He's doing like a whole LA run. He hasn't been here back in a minute.
All right, well, so Aiden got to check in first. You know?
That's my brother.
Yeah. So he said a whole LA run, so it seemed like he coming out here and he thinking he gonna do what he want to do. But this is LA.
Aiden, speaking of Aiden, you fuck with Aiden.
Now, I got a lot to say about that. One, Game caught a lot of backlash for this clip. But he's catching backlash from people who say, man, blacks only make blacks check in. Why the gangs don't make the whites check in? So why when Game is making one of the whites check in, everybody got a problem with it? These are the same people who had a problem with Big U and the street gangs making rappers check in. Well, now the Game saying, okay, Aiden, you white, you a streamer, you disrespecting one of our legends, you got to check in before you come out here. We all know Aiden Ross don't got to check in. We all know Aiden Ross is Jewish. We all know Aiden Ross got Jewish money. He getting millions and millions of dollars. We all know he got Navy SEAL security. So it was more of a symbolic gesture, just letting Aiden know, hey, you can't just disrespect our culture and our legends out here like that. Because a lot of your streams, you use rappers on your streams. You use black culture to sell your streams. So if you're going to leech off our culture, then you need to show respect to the culture. So that's how I took it. And it's Rage Bait for his album. Let's be real. Ain't nobody making Aiden Ross check in. Realistically, ain't nobody making nobody check in. Unless you want to go hang out in the neighborhoods, can't nobody make you check in. Let's just be real. The only people that check in are the ones that want to sell the image that they're gang, meaning they want to be a part of LA, West Coast, gangbang culture, but they're not really a part of it. They didn't come up in it. They didn't put work in it. They don't do nothing for the set. So, okay, cool. You want to act like you benefiting off the set, pay the set when you come out here. Even exchange. You get to look like you got street cred, and then the gangs get to get some money and some notoriety and connections. Fair exchange, no robbery. That's what checking in really was. It wasn't about, oh, you black, you need to check in. No, these niggas was acting like there was a part of the gang culture that niggas live and die for out here while not giving back. So that's why they was getting stripped and extorted and all that type of shit. But Game is just rage baiting. Game is just rage baiting for his album. Me personally, I was going to listen to it without the rage bait. But we in the generation where if you don't rage bait, people don't care. If you don't make a wave in the media first, people don't care. That's why Ray J been crashing out. You remember Ray J had the clip with Cam Newton where he said, when I do something good, I got to pay the blogs to post about it. When I do something bad, the blogs post about it on their own and it goes viral and I get in the algorithm and I make a lot of money. So I'm going to purposely start doing bad shit. I'm going to purposely crash out because I get more money that way. So I think the game is taking the same formula. I'm going to crash out. I'm going to rage bait. I'm going to say a bunch of crazy shit. I'm gonna get in the news headlines. I'm gonna get in the algorithm. Boom, I'm gonna drop the project and let the music speak. That's what's going in. That's what's going on. Now, to say the game is washed, I don't think the game is washed. The game could still rap with the best of them. The problem is the game has more negative feedback because of the antics in the media. That's the game's only problem. His antics in the media, his bipolar behavior in the media. 1 minute he hate 50, next minute he love 50. 1 minute is G-Unit, next minute is I want a G-Unit reunion. 1 minute is fuck this person, next minute I'm cool with that person. 1 minute I'm super gangster, next minute I'm crying. 1 minute is butterfly tat, next minute is like that shit is what make people say, man, Game is goofy. Game is this, Game is that. But Game can rap with the best of them in the industry. You can't find one rapper that could get on the track with Game and just body Game. It's not going to happen. And Game is undefeated in battle raps. And Game decimated G-Unit by itself. Game challenged Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't want the smoke. So you can say what you want about Game. What you can't say is he can't rap. What you can't say is he don't have classics. What you can't say is he did not put the West Coast on his back for a long time and ran with it. What you can't say is he didn't introduce Kendrick. He didn't introduce Nipsey. He didn't help with the people that y'all love behind the scenes. That's what you can't say. You can say whatever you want. You can't play with his pen. And you can't play with his ability to make music. So I'm here for the project. Shout out DJ Drama. I hope it's a real DJ Drama tape. Like, bring the streets back to the streets. Now, I look at the track list. It says he has Kanye on it. And you know, Game and Kanye, they don't miss. I think it said Jeezy and Jeremiah. That's the only downside I see to the tape. I would have liked to see more features. I would have liked to see more features. I would have liked to seen a Bino Ridox and a Blast feature on here, right? The new West Coast niggas. I would have liked to see maybe a RJ feature, maybe a Joe Moses feature, or just whoever that y'all think is. I would have liked to see some of the vets. I would have liked to see Jadakiss on here. I would have liked to see Fab on here. I would have liked to see Nas on here. Like, I would have liked to see some legends and some new niggas on here. I think that would have made the tape a lot better, but it looked like it's like 18 tracks on there. I think it's going to be a movie. I think it's going to be a movie. I'm definitely here for it. I'm a fan of the mixtape era. You know, DJ Drama, he had a legendary run with the Gangsta Grills. You wasn't official until you had a Gangsta Grills. So the fact that Game waited this long to get a Gangsta Grill is crazy, but then it might be the perfect time because they say rap is dead. Now, I'm going to go play the trailer, right? The trailer is vicious. Y'all got to see the trailer. This is how you know it's finna be fire. Hold on. In case y'all didn't see the trailer.
All right. If I care whether I live or die. Yeah, I do. Now it's too late.
Oh,
Gangsta. Mike and K.
these niggas ain't dropping no top 40s. These niggas ain't popping no Glock
Gangsta
40s.
Mike and K.
These niggas ain't driving no drop sporties.
It's gonna be a movie.
These niggas ain't fucking no top
Gangsta Brazil.
He letting you know it's gonna be a movie. Now, he had a birthday party. And at his birthday party, he said, free Diddy, free R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. What, a little PP, a little baby oil, so what? Free them. We all know that was rage bait. We all know that was going to get into me. Man, come on, man. Y'all know what's going on. I hate when we act like we don't know what's going on. We in the generation of rage bait. We in the generation of you got to create a storyline. We in the generation of you got to generate some type of interest outside of music for people to care about your music. It's not the golden era no more. You can't just drop music and people go look and seek it out. If you don't have a storyline to go with your music, if you don't have a viral podcast clip, if you don't have a viral something in the media to go along with the music, nobody cares in this generation. Only the ones who care are the unks, the aunties, the one who come from the golden era. These young niggas, they don't care, bro. You got to have a story. Game's creating that. Whether you like it or not, that's what he's doing. What did he hold on, where's that Free Diddy clip? In case y'all didn't see that. Hold on. This nigga. Let me pull that clip up in case y'all didn't see it. I'm here for Mike and Keys. They a big part of making Nip help giving Nip his sound. So I know it's finna be fire.
Hey, since nobody else ain't gonna say it. Hey, man. Hey, free kills.
But I will say this. The clip showed that you really don't got to do that. But then at the same time, who's still talking about that Clips album? Mind you, the Clips album was great. Nominated for a Grammy, all of that. And they did it without the rage bait. They really did it without promo for real. They put the pen to the pad. They made great music. They had great production. And they showed that age don't matter in hip hop, because hip hop is one of the only genres where they try to say once you reach a certain age, you can't make music no more. And what's crazy is Game was one of the ones who was co-signing that. Y'all remember he had the famous line, "You 38 still rapping?" And then that nigga way past 38 and still rapping. So I know he regret that line. But hip hop is a mental sport. The older you get, the better you should get. Like, really think about this, bro. These niggas start rapping at young ages, teenagers, early 20s. In your late 30s, early 40s, you should have double the mental capacity you did in your early 20s and teens. So you should be twice as good of a rapper later in life as you are earlier in life. You don't, it's not sports where your body gets torn down. This ain't the NFL. This ain't boxing. This ain't MMA. Rap is a mental sport. The older you get, the smarter you should get, the wiser you should get, the more life experiences you should get, the more shit you should have to rap about, because the more information you should be learning along the way. So really, the older you get, the better of a rapper you should become. So I'm not here for that, oh, you an old rapper still rapping stigma. That's bullshit. They try to cap us. I'm not with that. W Mike and Keys. And what's crazy is you've seen a lot of the OGs popping back outside ever since the Clips did what they did with that album. Nas has an album coming out. Did y'all know that? Nas got an album coming out. Hold on. Produced by DJ Premier. Drop a fucking bomb on that. Drop a bomb on that. You know, Nas, one of his critiques was he could rap, but he's not good at beats, picking beats. So this, to me, is crazy. This announcement right here, crazy. Nas and DJ Premier, nigga? Come on, bro. And look what he named the album. December 12th. So it's finna drop. It's called Light Years. Fire. Fire. Letting you know I'm light years ahead of you niggas.